Hey folks, last night was the 6th and final episode of Battle Rounds on Season 3 of The Voice, and they sure didn't save the best for last. Didn't y'all love the way they tried to hype up Christina Aguilera using her last steal? At one point, Carson Daly said, "It's the steal that nobody saw coming," but we all saw it coming. She still had a steal left. It's the last episode of the Battle Rounds. There's only 3 left, so we knew she was going to use it on one of them. It was the least dramatic out of all of them. Anyway, on to the battles. First up, we go to Team Christina with yet another interchangeable set of screechy girls. It's Adriana Louise versus Jordan Pruitt. Now, Adriana is the girl whose family was held hostage by robbers when she was 9 years old. Remember that story from the auditions? And then music saved her somehow miraculously. And Jordan was the former Disney girl that once toured with Miley Cyrus and the Jonas Brothers, but she left the label she was signed to because they were trying to pigeonhole her. It was really her way of saying that she grew up, so they dropped her. Anyway, Christina gave them Katy Perry's Hot and Cold. Is Christina in love with Katy Perry? It seems like she's always given these girls Katy Perry songs to sing, and during the auditions, she always turned around for whoever sang a Katy Perry song. They must be secret lovers. She kissed a girl and she liked it. Anyway, Adriana thought that she was at a disadvantage because Jordan is so much more experienced than she is. Christina wanted them both to get more aggressive with the song. Translation, she wanted to see a simple Katy Perry song turn into a total scream fest, and she got exactly what she was asking for. I did not like it at all. If I had to pick one, I think I would pick Jordan because I really liked her voice, but the song did not fit her at all. Her voice is a little too sweet for a song like this. On the other hand, I thought Adriana sounded awful. She completely overdid it, but Christina wanted aggression, and Jordan clearly is not an aggressive singer, so I thought it was pretty clear how this one was going to end up. It was going to be a win for Adriana. Cee Lo would have went with Adriana. Adam thought that it was equal, but he liked Jordan better at the end, so he would have went with her. Blake loved Jordan, so he was pretty pissed off that he didn't have a steal left. That's the flaw with this steal. When they run out, and sometimes good singers are tossed to the wayside, just like it always has been. Christina went with Adriana. Terrible choice. Next up, we go to Team Blake with the youngest pairing of the battle rounds. Haven't they said this several times now? I don't know. 15-year-old Kelly Crapa and 16-year-old Micheala Page. Both of these girls had their audition reduced to a snip. Now, Kelly is a young, kinda country girl. She doesn't really sound too country, but she likes to sing for charity events. How noble. Maybe that just means that she can't find any paying gigs. And Michaela is a rock girl with half blonde, half black mohawk. I think she wears the half and half hair a little bit better than Melanie Martinez, even if she does look like one of those troll dolls. Michael Buble said that Michaela was a 60-year-old black woman trapped in the body of a blonde punk girl. Isn't she like the second white kid this year that's been compared to an elderly black lady? But then, on the occasion that they did have a fabulous elderly black lady, they didn't want her. Remember Yolanda Barber? Anyway, Blake gave them Joan Jett's Hate Myself for Loving You. Well, it's pretty clear who he was setting this one up for. He could have spared all the nonsense about how this could be a country hit. I mean, sure, maybe Carrie Underwood or Miranda Lambert could pull it off, but it's pretty obvious that Kelly Crapa is not that kind of country singer, so we knew how this one was going to end up before it ever got started. It kind of felt like a waste of time. They both did a really good job with it, but obviously Michaela won the battle. The song was more in her wheelhouse, and she was more comfortable on stage, and surprisingly, she had the better hair out of the two. I don't know what Kelly Crapa was thinking with her crimped hair. This ain't 1992, young lady. Of course, Blake went with Michaela. And the last battle of the night, Team Cee Lo with Avery Wilson versus Chevonne. Now, Avery is the teenage boy from a family of dancers whose dad accidentally found out he could sing one day while he was eavesdropping on him. And Chevonne is the woman with the big hair that used to be Lady Gaga's backup singer. In the face, she looks like she could be Lady Gaga's sister. I'm not sure if I meant that as a compliment or not, but it is what it is. Now, during the auditions, the judges were crazy over Avery. I thought he was just okay. I thought Chevonne's audition, though, I thought she was terrible. But Cee Lo needed to fill his team, so it was obvious that Cee Lo put these two together so he could keep Avery and get rid of Chevonne. And it was also obvious that Christina was going to have to steal Chevonne since she still had a steal left and this was the last one. So it was kind of pointless for me. Cee Lo gave them Titanium. Avery was having a little bit of a tough time during rehearsal, but during their battle, he was so much better than she was. If he could learn how to tame down the annoyingly intense vibrato and quit over singing, I would really like his voice. Chevonne, on the other hand, I will never like her. I thought she was terrible, and together this battle was just a pretty awful scream fest, but Avery did work the stage better than she did. Blake and Adam, of course, would have went with Avery. Christina forced herself to praise Chevonne, only because she knew she was going to be saddled with her. And then, of course, Cee Lo went with Avery. Christina should have used that steal earlier. So anyway, that's it for the battle rounds. What did you all think about the show? Leave me a comment and let me know, and join me back here next week, and we'll talk about the knockout rounds. See you folks later.